It's a really tough gig, being a business owner, let's face it. I mean, we go into business for what reason? To create a business that will run for itself. I work with business owners to help them to get clarity around their personal goals and their business goals. I help them to develop action plans. I keep them focused and accountable. And I also mentor them, educate them, and transfer skills to them so that they can be the best that they can be as business owners. I grew up in San Fernando, went to Now Prima Girls, used to work in my dad's store on High Street. And my parents were business owners, but they said, you know what? Even if you're interested in business, you need to be a professional. So I was sent off to England and did my degree. And while I was doing my degree, I realized that I really loved business. And eventually I decided to do my PhD. So lo and behold, the PhD program says, oh, you have to go to Jamaica. I'm like, Jamaica? Why would I go to Jamaica? I don't know anybody there. I found Jamaica in 1996 with a terrible situation in banking, moving interest rates, very, very difficult time for business. And I was actually headhunted to work for the IDB. I really believe that it's important for us to teach people to fish and not give them a fish. So my philosophy was, I think I really need to explore being an entrepreneur. And when I started my business manufacturing a range of mango sauces. I was making 24 bottles in the kitchen, doing everything by hand, and I was doing everything, bottling, labeling, selling. Anyway, I read this book, and basically what it told me is that there's something that is holding us back sometimes from really being unstoppable, that if we really want to reach a particular goal, sometimes we have to get out of our own way. I realized that what it really was is if I thought about what I really wanted, if I had more, I could actually do more for people. So I raced back to Jamaica and I said, you know what? I am going to take this business to a whole different level. I developed strategic alliances with bigger companies. Before I knew it, I had created an alliance with another large manufacturer. And eventually in 2007, I sold my business to another large business. Now I was on this journey to help others to do well and to be empowered with information, skills, to be able to improve your quality of life. Business is getting harder, let's face it. It's not getting easier. There's more competition, there's more taxes. It's not going to get easier. The only thing we can change is ourselves and the way that we think about things. So let's start thinking about your business. Are you driving your business? Or is your business driving you? Businesses fail because of burnout. 2 years, typically, there's burnout. So I'm going to take you through the 6 steps to massive business results. The first one is mastery. Mastery is when we look at your business and try and eliminate chaos. Something goes wrong, fix it. That's what you do entirely. Chaos. The next step I'm going to take you to is being able to create a predictable cash flow. We're going to talk about efficiency, leverage. We're going to look at team. We're going to look at synergy, which is basically when you've really developed your business and have a sort of really nice, well-oiled machine. And then we're going to talk about your results when you have all of this money and you don't know what to do with it, so you're going to replicate your business model. Most business owners, when we work with them, the first thing we do is really help them to understand where they want to go. Because if you don't know where you want to go, you don't have that clarity, you're not going to be working towards it. One of the things that's really interesting about business owners that they don't understand is that when we start to work with them, we actually ask them, what personal life do you want first? Then we build the business around that. One of the things we do is we work with our business owners to have their numbers. It's important to know your numbers. And eventually we get our business owners knowing their numbers weekly. So what we do is we work with business owners to help them to understand how to be more efficient with their time. Developing default diaries, that's a great one. The 4 Ds. What do you do? What do you defer? What do you delegate? And what you dump? Basically, it's how productive you are with your time. And so we work with business owners to help them to understand where the gaps may be and how to be able to deliver. Now it's time to bring in the cash. We want some cash. We want some cash. We want some predictable cash flow. If you look at most consumer surveys in the world, 10% of customers are actually affected by price. They actually rate the salesperson that they've dealt with or the service that they've received from a company higher than price. We work with you to help you to understand what your unique selling proposition is. What value does your service or good bring against the other? For example, we work with dentists in Jamaica. I was talking to a dentist earlier. So she actually worked out a guarantee. So her guarantee was, I will see you for free if I cannot see you in 15 minutes of your designated time. And her business grew by 300%. Most businesses come to me and they say, you know, Indy, I want to get more customers, more revenues, more profit. The number of business owners that are so busy trying to bring in other customers without even looking at their existing customer database and in trying to increase the average dollar transaction per sale with the existing customers or keeping in touch with their customers. A lot of us are so busy trying to get new customers and we're leaving out our existing customers. What we need you to do as business owners is to begin to understand your numbers and understand this money that you're putting behind bringing in leads. Where are the leads coming from and are you getting bang for your buck? It's important to know the number of leads because where are you going to start from? How are you going to improve your business if you don't know what you have? Once you have your cash flow now, when you're growing your business, you need to put in place your systems. When you set up your business, you should set it up like a franchise. So what I looked at was which of these aspects of the business are my routines. So I systemized those. And then the ones that I needed to be there, I humanized them. So you systemize your routines and humanize your exceptions. That's the formula for creating efficiency in your systems. What we look at is your vision statement. All big corporations have it. Why not you? It's aspirational. Have a vision statement. Your mission statement, which is more about the how. How are you going to make your vision happen? Your culture statement. So we work with you to develop your culture. It's how you do anything is how you do everything. What kind of performance indicators are we going to use to keep people accountable in your business? It's important for people to understand what are your expectations of them. How are you going to develop these systems? Who is going to be responsible for the systems? And the management systems, the reporting. You want to go away, you're going to leave. Who is going to be reporting to who? Who's going to be managing the staff? How is that going to look? What are your meetings? How are your meetings going to be set up? How do your meetings run? A lot of business owners don't even have a recruitment process. Because at the end of the day, we create a team, and that team takes care of our customers. Do you know that the relationship between the owner and the team is also directly proportionate to the result that you get between the team and the customer? If you have a great relationship with your team, you move seamlessly, they take care of your customers. They take care of your customers so well that your customers become raving fans. If you can successfully run one business, you understand the basic principles of the business, you can basically do it for another. If we're going to grow our businesses, we have to try and be better at what it is that we're doing in business. So it's important for us to start thinking about things differently because that's the biggest piece. It's not getting any easier in business. We have, we're faced in Trinidad and Tobago right now with the situation of, can't find foreign exchange. We have, devaluations, impending restrictions. So what are we going to do? We have to tap into our customers, find out what it is that they want. How can you change what you're doing and adapt your business model? How can you keep your existing customers? What do you need to do to keep them and give them that wow customer service? Words can inspire you and thoughts can provoke you, but the only thing that's going to get you results is action. It's really important to keep feeling, knowing, thinking that you can do it. You can do it. You are unstoppable.